Guys, what is up? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 video, and today I'm going to start the video off with a little bit of a Twitter shout out. By the way, guys, I started a Twitter at Fpsplasma. If you guys want to, you can keep in touch with me on Twitter and we can talk about Destiny. I want to know what you guys think of Season of the Worthy, so be sure to go hang out with me over there. I'm very active, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Anyways, though, guys, let's get on to the topic of this which is the Galliard-42 XN7569. Now, you guys are probably thinking right now, Plasma, why are you recommending us a blue weapon? It sounds really bad. It sounds very blue, but I promise you, it's not. I promise you, it's actually good. And as you guys will see in the gameplay of Rumble, I was actually going toe-to-toe with like spare rations and mindbenders using this auto rifle. This thing is actually kind of crazy. And next season, in Season of the Worthy, when the adaptive frame 600 RPM auto rifles get their buff, this thing could seriously be a force to be reckoned with. So on my roll today, I actually ran an SPO-26 front sight. I know it sounds really strange. I ran extended mag, and I got quick draw and rampage on mine to roll, and I ran a rampage spec to keep the damage a little more consistent between kills. Anyways, guys, moving on from that, we're gonna get onto light.gg, and we're going to check out this gun's stats, its base stats. So its starting impact is 21. Does pretty good damage. It's pretty average for a 600 RPM. It has a 41 range stat, a 50 stability stat, a 56 handling stat, which is actually pretty noticeably high. This thing handles very, very well. It feels really light. I don't know. It's just got like a really good feeling behind it. And it has a reload speed of 47. It is, again, an adaptive frame 600 RPM auto rifle, and its base magazine size is 44. Now, moving over to the Galliard's hidden stats, it has an aim assist of 60, which I think is pretty high actually for an auto rifle. It has a zoom of 16, which is pretty low, very nice actually in my opinion, and a recoil of 70, and this recoil direction tends left. This matters more to console players than PC players, as recoil is a little bit more abundant on console than it is PC. However, I will say if you are a PC player, this gun handles buttery smooth. It feels like a laser beam. It's very good. Very, very, very good. Now, moving down to the perks, actually on Light GG, this is pretty funny. I don't know if mine's just weird or not, but it doesn't look like there's any Crucible picked items or Crucible picked perks. Anyways, what I am going to recommend for Crucible players is the SPO-26 front sight. It's a very clean red dot sight. It's very small. It doesn't obscure much of your screen, which is something I personally prefer, and I know a lot of people like short zoom snipers because it doesn't obscure a bunch of your vision. After the SPO-26 front legendary scope, we're going to move over to the magazine perks, and here I would choose either extended mag or ricochet rounds if you're fortunate enough to get either of those. For your first trait on the Galliard, I would recommend either getting quick draw, outlaw, tap the trigger, snapshot, or even dynamic sway reduction. And you'll notice a common theme about this gun. It is really difficult to get a bad roll because it actually has a very consistent roll pool. It's very good through and through. Most of the perks that you'll be getting on this are usable, at least usable. Moving over to your second traits, you're going to either try to get rampage, high impact reserves, kill clip, and maybe grave robber. Just incredibly situational, but I wouldn't really try to go for that. Now, onto your mods, I would either run a counterbalance on console, a target adjuster on PC, and that is if you don't get the rampage perk to roll on yours. If you do get rampage, I recommend using rampage spec just to keep the damage consistent. Like I was saying earlier, this thing is actually kind of a monster if you start chaining rampage with it. Now, another couple of good things about this is if you play PvE, it's actually a solar burn auto rifle. I don't think there's too many solar burn auto rifles in the game, so that's just a nice one to add to the collection in case you ever, need something for a nightfall if it's match game. That is a very sturdy and reliable solar auto rifle. And another thing to keep in mind is that this gun is kind of a investment-based gun. That's what I'll say right now, as it is still pre-Season of the Worthy. I am expecting the adaptive frame auto rifle buff to kind of push autos back into the spotlight of Destiny 2 Crucible, and I'm really banking on them to, you know, become meta again. I'm hoping that it pushes them enough to where they might be able to compete a little better against a Spare Rations or a Mindbender. I know Mindbender is getting its nerf, but either way, Spare Rations is still such a god tier gun that, let's be honest, if you aren't using it in Crucible, you're inhibiting yourself. You're already putting yourself at a disadvantage just because you're not using the Spare Rations. Now, I do believe this is something Bungie wants to fix in the future. However, we're kind of just waiting right now. I do think that when the auto buff comes out, like I said earlier, it will at least make these guns a lot more competitive and consistent. And that's honestly not to say that they aren't competitive or consistent right now. As you'll be seeing in the Rumble footage, I actually, like I was saying, went toe-to-toe with Spare Rations, Mindbenders. I played against Aces earlier today, and it was handling all of them pretty buttery smooth. Of course, you know, their TTKs are quite a substantial amount better than an auto rifle right now, so it would require me to get the jump and then be incredibly precise. But like I said, I really want you guys to take into consideration that I just moved over to PC. I'm playing against people who are legends on PC. I came from Xbox, and the fact that I was able to compete with them at all and even come in second place in this game, as you guys will see here soon, I was very taken back. I thought that this gun was probably going to be garbage. I have seen it kind of bouncing around in the community, but I do think it deserves a bit of a special spotlight. It is a really good gun. I can vouch for it right now, and I'm thinking that if you invest and get it before Season of the Worthy, there's only one day now, but if you do get it, even during Season of the Worthy, the payoff will be incredibly high if that buff comes through and it does push auto rifles to be meta again. However, that is going to be it for the video today. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to drop a like and a sub down below, maybe even click the notification button so you get notified when I go put videos up. Maybe, even if you are so inclined, you share this video to a friend and spread the good word of the Galliard's return, because, you know, maybe you're just hyping it to your friend or whatever, but there's a chance, okay? Give me that at least. If you guys do want to hang out with me live, by the way, I stream pretty much daily at www.twitch.tv/Fpsplasma. I would love to see you guys and hang out with you there. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.